San Antonio is 28 seconds away from winning another championship.
It was not supposed to end like this.
I seen San Antonio's bench. Every play they made down the stretch, everybody was off the floor and they were celebrating.
Well, right now the Yellow Ropes are out. They're waiting to have a trophy presentation.
That's the worst sign the home team could ever see.
The final straw was when they brought the Yellow Ropes.
You feel a little doubt at that point.
Well, you know when that rope come out, it's pretty much you've won a championship.
I couldn't believe it. I was just, this can't be it. This isn't the way it's supposed to go.
The season is just about done now. What a disappointing way to end for Miami.
Handling different things together helps you grow. And then when you get tested, which you will, hopefully you have the character and the resolve to be able to respond.
The journey that began 254 days ago was about to be defined.
We got an opportunity to try to make a game out of this, and we need a little bit of luck. We need a few plays offensively, and we can get back into it.
You can never, ever, ever give up.
Let's go Heat.
I want to say how proud I am to bring the NBA champion Miami Heat to China, and we will never forget this experience.
Ni hao.
Hello, ma'am.
The love is great. All right.
Let's get in. Let's get in.
The week. Yeah, I love it.
Ni hao, Beijing. Please enjoy the Zhonghua Sai 2012. 谢谢你.
LeBron James, I love you. So let's go Heat.
The Heat did go halfway around the world, to be exact, to begin the journey for the 2012-2013 season. Visiting the cities of Beijing and Shanghai, the defending champions were embraced by the billions of NBA fans in China. But it would be more than just about expanding the game of basketball internationally. It would be about creating togetherness and building a bond stronger than anyone could anticipate.
Get an opportunity to go so far away from home and to be around our teammates every single day and be able to inherit the culture where we're going as well. It's going to work some good things for our team.
And this is the craziest view I've ever seen in my life. It's amazing.
To think that the game of basketball brought me here is extremely special.
Being the defending champ, what an honor for a country that loves basketball to have the best team in the world.
LeBron James is putting on a show here in Beijing.
Everybody loves the NBA here, but specifically loving the Miami Heat is a special thing.
To come here and see the enthusiasm and genuine happiness that the Miami Heat are here, that's a cool thing.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Quiet. I don't know if I'm saying the right words, but they seem to be responding to me, so we're having a good time.
For so many guys, it was a chance to mix both the basketball side and their business side.
Boy, it's my luckiest moment in my life. Luckiest moment? Luckiest. Really? Nice to meet you.
They were very comfortable there, and I think it was a good way to get this season started.
Traveling halfway across the world, doing it together as a team, experiencing a new culture, spending a lot of time together on bus rides, meals, sightseeing opportunities. I think it's been a good week.
Thank you for bringing us to NBA China, man. We enjoyed it, and we're looking to have a great season.
See you on Miami.
Back on Biscayne Bay, the team continued to grow together on the court in an intense and rigorous training camp.
good to be back in our gym. We didn't waste any time getting back to work. There's nothing like coming back in your practice gym, putting the pads up, mouth guards in, and getting after it.
We're building chemistry. We got new guys we're trying to incorporate, and we need to continue to get better at our game.
The Miami Heat kicked off the regular season on their floor, but before it all began, they had some very exclusive hardware to accept.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2012 NBA Championship ring and banner raising ceremony.
This is a very unique, very exclusive club. It represents a lot, and to each guy, it personally means something different.
It was a dream of mine, and I put a lot of hard work into it, and to be able to see it tonight in front of these fans, it was a great opportunity and a great moment.
It was an emotional time for all of us in our organization because it brought back all the emotions and memories of how much it took to actually accomplish that collectively.
That is a forever, ever award, and they can never take it away. It's a night that they'll never forget, and one that we can hope we have more of.
The mood quickly changed after the banner was raised, and the focus, the Boston Celtics.
Once they tip the ball up, you got to let the emotions set aside, and you got to get down to business.
The alley-oop inside with a two-hand jam. Under the basket, pull. Out to Allen for three. Allen got it, and welcome officially to the Miami Heat, Ray Allen.
Ray Allen debuted against his former team with a strong performance, 19 points off the bench.
I had so many mixed emotions coming out to play this game, but the team, they've embraced me, the organization, they've embraced me, and myself and my family were very happy.
But it was an entire team effort that helped the defending champs start their season off right.
Here comes the ball.
It was a double special night. They got championship rings, and they got to ring out the Celtics on the first night. Sort of a win-win-win proposition.
The next team that will try to cool off the Heat are the New York Knicks. And despite the effects of Hurricane Sandy, the NBA says that the game at Madison Square Garden is still on.
3 days later, the Heat's presence seemed to lift the entire city of New York. There was something bigger to cheer for.
Melo for three.
The Knicks scored 57 points from beyond the arc and dominated from start to finish, easily beating the Heat by 20. It was back to work the next day. After honoring LeBron pregame for his Olympic gold medal performance, fans had even more to cheer about.
LeBron against Fareed. Allen for three. Got it! Ray Allen plus a foul!
Then it was time for their first extensive road trip, featuring a marquee matchup with the new-look Rockets.
James Harden has already made that team a much better club. They slow him down, and Jeremy Lin and LeBron doing what LeBron does best.
Oh, my! A capital kaboom for LeBron James.
LeBron scored 32 of his 38 points in the second half and sealed the road victory.
Found a way to win this one. It was a gutty performance by a really good team. It's always good to get a road win.
Winning on the road continued when they notched their first victory in Denver in 10 years, snapping a 10-game losing streak in the Mile High City.
That's good! Norris Cole delivers!
The team, I thought, showed great focus and character, being able to gut that particular win out.
Back at home, Heat fans witnessed history. The co-captain, Udonis Haslem, broke my, now former, record for the all-time franchise rebounding leader with 4,814 rebounds.
Udonis Haslem, congratulations. Now the leading rebounder in the history of the franchise.
Couldn't imagine anything being better than achieving this goal at home. I never would have envisioned 10 years ago that I'd be where I am today.
And more greatness at home would follow.
Allen for three. Yes! LeBron shot clock at three. Allen!
It seemed like Ray Allen was hitting the game winner every other game, and that's sort of his way of coming into the team, and the team embraced him.
Through the month of November, the Heat had a perfect record on their floor, but would suffer their first loss at home to the New York Knicks.
The Knicks rained three-pointers down on the Heat, and for the second time this season, they run Miami right off the court.
Nearly a week later, the Heat were handed their second home loss.
2 seconds left. Green with a layup.
We'll stay connected. We're going to own this. We're not going to brush this off. Then we'll fix it.
Determined to improve, the Heat won their next 4 games in decisive fashion, leading to a finals rematch on Christmas Day.
On behalf of the NBA and the Miami Heat organization, we want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
They're a championship basketball team, and when called upon, they have to play a certain way, and they answered the bell that way.
Miller missed. Follow-up right-hand slam by LeBron.
Feel like Christmas. Feel like two competitive teams striving for some of the same things.
Inside there, he finds Bosh back door.
The Heat's trio shine, and Mario Chalmers hit 4 three-pointers, helping propel the Heat to their 19th win out of their first 25 games.
This Heat team that won 2 of the NBA Finals games get the Christmas Day rematch here in South Florida.
The Miami Heat's regular season would continue in Charlotte, where a win over the Bobcats would help them reach a franchise best start of 20-6.
LeBron on the lead pass from Wade.
We're going in saying, let's win. Let's win, let's defend, let's rebound, and execute offensively, and then we can be satisfied with the outcome.
But the defending champions will begin to struggle on the road, getting the very best from the home teams, and they would need to respond.
Ellis got it back, got it off, and got it in.
We need to take some steps forward in terms of developing our resolve and road toughness.
The bigger picture, you have to go through these tough moments. You have to figure it out as a team. And so we got to figure out a way.
Miami rang in the new year at home, where a matchup against the Bulls would highlight yet another glaring issue for the Heat.
They out-rebounded you 48-28, and they had 20 offensive rebounds.
Boozer has it trickle off, and Noah tips it back in.
That's what's been happening, so we're not going to get bigger overnight, so we got to find a way to fix it.
Chicago's always been a team that's been able to force you into those tough shots. They were able to do that against Miami.
And the Chicago Bulls beat the Miami Heat 96-89.
Back on the road, the Heat's struggle would continue.
That was a strange trip because when they started the trip in Indiana, they just really came out with absolutely no energy. Miami just looked completely out of sorts in that game, and I think that was one of the more disappointing performances of the season.
You know, giving up second chance points, we continue to get our rebounds. So it's very frustrating.
George for 3. Paul George been a one-man wrecking crew for Indiana.
Then you go to Portland, you had an opportunity to win that game. You were up 12 points.
LeBron, hammer time.
You're ahead, all of a sudden, Wesley Matthews comes down, boom, three-pointer. Comes down later, boom, three-pointer.
Matthews from downtown. Chalmers for 3, and Portland stuns Miami.
I think that trip really opened the Heat's eyes to, we've got to get better on the road.
Try not to let it linger. That's the biggest challenge. You know, just get ready for the next one.
Which was a 29-point rout of the Kings in Sacramento, led by 10 threes from Mario Chalmers, who tied Brian Shaw's single-game Heat record.
3 for Chalmers. Kaboom!
Oh, boy. You know, I just want to get back into a good rhythm. You know, especially missing that last shot in Portland. You know, I want to get my mind out things, come out here and redeem myself a little bit.
You know, he just had an opportunity in the last game to hit a game winner, and he missed it. I like that he came back aggressive. Credit to him for tying a Heat record, hitting 10 threes. I mean, that's just a phenomenal feat.
Another 3!
There's a lot of guys who can do a lot of things in that team. And that night, they recognized that Mario Chalmers was on. They just kept going to him, and he kept it with them.
Mario Chalmers does it. He has tied the record 10 triples.
After dropping a game in Utah, the Heat took on the Golden State Warriors, another game that would have historic implications.
LeBron James has just become the youngest player to reach the 20,000-point mark. Congratulations, LeBron.
With help from teammate Dwayne Wade, LeBron would pass another career milestone in the very same game.
LeBron gets his 5,000th career assist on a cut from Dwayne Wade.
After LeBron's big night, the Heat closed out their road trip against the new-look Lakers in L.A., where they secured a win.
A steal by Wade. Wade to the rim.
They bounced back to end the trip strong, and then you started thinking, does this team need something, some big, to really do things?
The Heat desperately needed rebounding. Today they signed Chris the Birdman Anderson.
Typically, you're not able to get a player of his caliber this time of year. We've always liked him. He fits in very well with what we do.
Chris Anderson changes the dynamic for this team.
I'm here to take care of business. I want to get out here. I want to play. I want to help provide another championship for the Miami Heat.
Chris Anderson, his Heat career about to take flight. Here he comes.
You know, he's a guy who plays a lot of energy. You know, he can catch and finish and block shots.
Chris decided this was the moment. This was an opportunity, and he was eager. That's exactly what the Heat were missing.
And a welcome to Miami, Chris Anderson, as he scores his first point.
Birds were everywhere for Anderson's first flight in Miami, but there was also another happening.
You will have a chance to win $75,000.
from LeBron James.
When he wound up with that, I was like, oh, no, there's no way. And then when I see the ball in the air, I was like, oh, it got a chance. So when it dropped, that was awesome. I'm glad to be a part of that.
I heard the eruption, and I turned and I saw LeBron absolutely tackling. LeBron James tackling you at half court in front of 20,000. I think that'll be the lasting memory.
He had a hook shot. So I'm happy for him. Man, you know, we might need him to come back to a few games. We need to run a late game situation. We need a hook shot. Need a man.
Next up was Ray Allen's return to Boston on January the 27th.
It's always been a hostile environment, but now it's going to be even more, you know, with Ray being in our uniform now. We haven't been back there since Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals, so we look forward to it.
Anytime our brothers go back to the place that they played at, we want to, you know, come in and play well for them, and we hopefully can do that.
Allen leads into three, and there it is. Allen says, there you go, Boston. This is what you're missing.
With the Celtics, it's a rivalry game, and you're in for a tough game.
Miami was competitive, and it was a back-and-forth scenario.
And the Heat now we're going to have to go for the three. LeBron for the tie. Got it with 7 seconds left to go.
But the Heat would fall in a double overtime thriller.
It was a frustrating game because the Heat had chances to win it.
Nothing to hold our head about tonight. That's just how the game goes. You got to play to the very last minute.
And the Heat had a difficult loss. But the highlight of the trip is obviously the very next day they go to Washington, D.C.
Well, today I'm honored to welcome a little up-and-coming basketball team to the White House, the world champion Miami Heat.
This was a basketball president celebrating a basketball moment, and you could almost see that he enjoyed having the Heat there as much as they enjoyed being there.
We kids from Chicago and Dallas, Texas, and Michigan and Ohio, and we're in the White House right now. Mama, I made it. When you're a kid growing up, you see the president on television, but you never think at any point in time that he would actually say your name, you'd be able to shake his hand or whatever the case may be.
You enjoy, you know, these moments just like, you know, anyone else on the street would come in the White House. You just want to take a little bit of history with you.
One of the things I'm proudest of is that they take their roles as fathers seriously. That's a good message to send. We're very proud of them for that.
That struck a chord with this team more than anything else. I think it was, without question, one of the unforgettable moments of the season.
Before leaving Washington, the team spent time with wounded soldiers at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center.
Thanks for visiting, man. No problem at all. No problem at all. Thank you for everything you've done for the country. We appreciate it.
You know, to sit and listen to their stories, and to think about what they deal with, and the reason they do it was just very humbling to be there. And I'm glad that we was able to come here and just share a moment, you know, share a second, you know, of the time and of our life as well.
As for a special moment on the floor, a win over the Raptors would give Eric Spoelstra and his staff the opportunity to coach the East in the All-Star game. It would also spark the beginning of an amazing winning streak, led by a series of record-breaking performances by LeBron James.
Just when you thought LeBron didn't have another gear, he started to show you he had another gear.
13 of 14 from the field. He's never been that accurate.
He missed one shot in a game. That's unheard of.
And the only shot he missed was from 1 inch.
LeBron James continues to make history every time he steps on the court. 6th straight game with 30 points or more and shooting over 60%. First player in NBA history to do that.
And LeBron James getting the ball back from a fan about 10 rows up.
That is classic.
Chalmers got a piece of it. The deflection. James to the basket. Throws it down.
You come to expect it a little bit. I mean, he's really improved this year, and as amazing as that is to say, you know, he finds a way to get better.
In their final game before the All-Star break, the Heat took on the Thunder, where even a 40-point game from Kevin Durant couldn't stop LeBron's dominance.
Oh, it's James off the inbound. Well, here comes LeBron, and he puts it down. James to the step back. LeBron James, he now has 39 points.
As great as you are playing individually as well as the team, are you sure you want to go on an All-Star break?
No, I don't. I don't. The way we're playing right now, the way I'm playing, you know, we wish we could keep going.
This win extended the Heat streak to 7, while solidifying themselves at the top of the East with a 36-14 record. The 62nd All-Star Weekend was held in Houston, and the Miami Heat organization was well represented. LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh were Eastern Conference All-Star starters. And for the first time, Eric Spoelstra led the East as head coach.
This is an honor. It's an honor for our organization. We have 3 of our players. We're used to saying, enjoy the weekend, but now we get to share the experience with them as a coaching staff.
Yeah, I was thrilled for Coach Eric Spoelstra. He does such a great job of connecting with his players. He's so well respected by them and doesn't always get the credit.
Fist up, he's handling.
It really is a fun weekend, and it's an honor for them. So we love to be around them when they're having a good time.
The Heat participated in outreach programs throughout the weekend.
Loose ball! Sprint, sprint, sprint!
Coach Spoelstra led the NBA Fit Clinic. All the Heat All-Stars lent a helping hand through the NBA Cares Day of Service.
We wish we could touch more faces, more lives, but, you know, the little time that we have, it was awesome.
And Saturday night, Chris Bosh participated in the Shooting Stars Challenge, and Team Bosh took home the victory.
It's always a privilege and an honor to be here, and then to actually get some hardware, too, is pretty cool.
The All-Star game, for as much as Spoelstra being coach meant something, I think the fact when he named Chris Bosh a starter, you could see these guys are in it together.
Have fun with this. Put on a show. This game is for the fans.
Oh, here we go. Oh, my goodness. Bosh with the stuff.
This is a real cool weekend when you have an opportunity that you're only coaching very best in the league.
I think our coaches, you know, they really enjoyed it. Myself, Chris, and LeBron, I thought we did a good job of just representing our families and the Miami organization.
After the All-Star break, you know, it's go time.
We got to continue to do what we was doing before the break.
This is the time of year that everybody in the NBA, if you're playing for something, this is the time of year everybody looks forward to.
It's going to be a tough second half, you know, as us as defending champions, you know, try to come down and, you know, in the series defend our title.
The Heat are in Atlanta for their first game since the All-Star break. They put a 7-game winning streak on the line against the Hawks.
The steal by Wade. He's got LeBron there off the glass and down the well.
There's a steal by Wade. Uh-oh, here comes LeBron. You see it coming all the way.
The Heat Nation alive and well here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta.
Sounds like a home game.
The Heat picked up right where they left off, extending their winning streak on the road.
Atlanta's a good team, and I thought they had us there for a second. Tomorrow gets tougher with the Bulls. They beat us pretty good in Miami, and we know we need to play better than tonight to win that game.
The Heat riding a season-high 8-game winning streak in Chicago to face the Bulls.
When they had lost to a team before, the next time they met meant a whole lot more than just another game.
This win was the most dominant example. The Heat held the Bulls to a season-low 67 points and rolled to a 19-point victory.
We're putting together some good basketball right now. You know, the way we're winning is how we want to win.
Looking to extend their longest winning streak of the season, the Heat were looking for a 10th straight win tonight against the Sixers.
There's a steal from LeBron. Here comes a dunk.
This should be fun.
Yes.
Look out below. Oh, party time for the Heat Nation here at the Wells Fargo Center.
Win number 10 in a row came on a night when Wade had a memorable moment.
Dwayne Wade has just reached 16,000 career points, all of them scored in a Miami Heat uniform.
When I first got drafted, came in 16,000 points. I never even thought about that. I'm blessed, and you know, I'm thankful for, you know, the organization and my teammates.
Back in Miami to play their 4th game in 5 nights, the Heat defeated the Cavs.
Cartier from downtown. Wade to his left. Down the lane. With both hands. 11 in a row.
The Heat needed double overtime and 141 points to win number 12 in a row.
Steal by Chalmers. LeBron ahead for Dwayne. Dancing home with both hands.
Miami found a way to win the game and overcome one of the obstacles during the course of that streak.
We've been in some crazy games this month. Up or down, we've been able to stay the course and just figure out a way to get the victory.
February was an extraordinary month for the Heat, a 12-1 record. Eric Spoelstra was named Eastern Conference Coach of the Month.
I'm proud of Spo. You know, it's been his 5th year now as a head coach. He's been in the playoffs every year, and his players now know more than ever that they have a man that can lead them to the promised land.
And for the 4th straight time, LeBron James was the Eastern Conference Player of the Month.
And when the best player in the game still finds a way to continue to get better, I mean, that just shows you what type of all-time great LeBron James is.
It was one of those months for the ages. It goes to show you
And this team was starting to grow, and it was what everyone had envisioned.
As good as they were in 2012 to win the championship, you said to yourself, they might be better this time around.
When you win 12 games in a row like the Heat have, you're feeling pretty good, you're feeling pretty loose. Your Miami Heat do the Harlem Shake.
Well, the Harlem Shake thing sort of caught everybody by storm, and that's the kind of camaraderie that this team has.
Harlem Shake started with D-Wade and LeBron, and they said, look, we're going to do it. You know, when those two guys say we're going to do it, we're going to do it.
I was appointed to jump it off, and I did.
When you paused that YouTube video and you just looked at it and you said, this is a group that fits together.
You know LeBron and Dwayne and Chris have big personalities. I was more impressed with some of the other guys. Shane Battier, Ray Allen, James Jones, all these guys participating.
I had to do some research, and I wanted to come up with something that was hilarious. So I brought in my horse head, and I think it was Ray who brought in the astronaut costume. So I just combined the two and invented the horse-tronaut. And I'm in the background, very subtle, and you look for me. But I got some good moves.
We all were serious, but at the same time, I was just like anybody else who saw it, just hysterically laughing because it was funny to me just watching them because everybody was just acting silly.
My reaction was, let's do it, first of all. And then I didn't need too much of a costume. My hairstyle, I'm in character every day.
I looked at the video and Birdman was just in the back with his arms raised up. He was just back there like this the whole time. And watching Joe Anthony go across the screen with the little canoe thing, it was just funny, and I'm glad we was able to do it.
As close as we are in that video, that's how close we are on the floor, you know, and our play shows that.
You watch it once or twice or 40-something million times like the rest of the world did, and it just spoke to what this team has been like for 3 years.
Ray Allen, who's been in this league for nearly 20 years, says that he's never been a part of something like this. They really enjoy each other. That's what you see on the court, too, in these video bombs.
He promised it was going to happen. Video bomb king, Chris Bosh.
I don't see nothing.
I want to show people that I'm having fun. It's a funny, fun thing, and it's kind of caught on a little bit, so I enjoy it.
That is a look right there.
When Chris got a certain amount of notoriety for video bombing, notice other guys got in the act. This was just them having fun.
Little 12.
My favorite photo bomb is the one when I was interviewing LeBron, and he put the towel up and he was in the back like he was breaking the towel, and the towel fell, and then he still did it, and then did this. To me, that was hilarious.
What is it to say about this team when you have a superstar out?
He laid the towel on LeBron D-Wade's shoulder and it was like, ugh. That was the best one. Classic, Mr. Miyagi.
CB got me and D-Wade at home at a home game where he put the towel on D-Wade's shoulder and karate chopped it off his shoulder. That was hilarious. It goes to show how close we are.
That was my favorite one. It kind of came out of nowhere, and the karate chopper was very underrated. I mean, I enjoy it.
The regular season is so hard. There's so many things going on, and you know, with social media today and all the networking and the games and the backs, that you got to keep your sanity. While this team is having a good time, enjoying each other, enjoying winning, this team has found an equal balance.
It can be a long year, and obviously winning helps. When you win, everyone's smiling, everyone's joking, but we work really hard, and we take our job very seriously, but that doesn't mean we can't have a good time.
James and teammates have recently turned the traditional layup line into a must-see dunk fest.
Winning really just lets this out, and it allows them to be who they are. And they've been tight for the last 2 years.
I've never been around a group of guys like this that continue to push the envelope on how closer we can get. I'm most grateful just about the brotherhood that we have.
These guys understand that it's big business, but they're playing a game, and you should be able to have fun.
You got to just let it go and just let your hair down, even though I don't have any hair. You know, I just let it go a little bit, and I've had an extremely great time this year.
Miami Heat looking to shake up the Grizzlies' 8-game win streak by continuing one of their own.
Out to Battier for three. Kaboom! Big bucket by Battier.
LeBron for three. LeBron buries it. Oh, my! LeBron from downtown. Are you kidding me?
The Heat grind out the win against Memphis. That's 13 in a row, longest streak in the Big Three era.
We've proven now that we can play and compete and ultimately win games and beat teams in different styles. This was a gratifying win.
Next up was a Sunday showdown in New York against the Knicks.
Sunday would be a good test for us. First time we went in New York, they handled it. And when they came here without Melo, they played unbelievable. So it's going to be a tough task for us, but I know we all looking forward to it.
It didn't look good early as Miami fell behind by 16.
but in one of the best comebacks this team's had over the course of the entire season. They come up in the second half and outscore the Knicks throughout the third into the fourth quarter.
LeBron James has irrepressible speed. Here, alley-oop to James. And the Knicks just outraced down the floor.
And once they tied the game on a LeBron jumper at 77, the next thing you knew is the Knicks were in trouble for the first time.
Chandler inside, blocked by James. LeBron James at both ends of the floor. A sensational block on a 7-footer.
Once the Heat got on a run, or once a certain player got on a run, usually LeBron, like he did that day at the Garden, they weren't going to be stopped.
Stolen by LeBron James. And flushes it down. Miami will tie a franchise high with 14 consecutive victories.
You know, when you're on a win streak, you got to find many different ways to win ball games. And, you know, we've had comebacks in the last seconds. We've had double overtime games, but this is probably the most thrilling one. You know, it's the most challenging.
Big-time game for us. A lot of adversity today's game, but we was able to stick through the rough patches and get a well-needed road win.
Tonight, Miami did something they have never done before. The Heat picking up their 15th straight win.
Their winning streak breaks a franchise mark of 14 straight set in 2005.
I think the franchise record for any other team would have been the kind of moment you stop, you salute the fans, and you celebrate. And yet you saw, even at that moment, this team was saying bigger things ahead.
What we're trying to do is bigger than a streak. We're trying to continue to build and win a championship.
It's the golden age of basketball for the city of Miami and for this Miami Heat franchise.
An exciting time to be a Miami basketball fan.
Frightening for everyone else in the league.
LeBron with 5 on the drive, lays it in, and the winning streak lives on to a sweet 16.
The whole country is talking about Miami's 16-game winning streak.
Heat across the Sixers and extend their winning streak to 17.
With 22 games left in the season, the Heat provided a step-up statement. Quickest team to clinch a playoff spot in franchise history.
In order for the Miami Heat to extend their winning streak, they would have to do something they haven't done.
Miami 0-2 this season against Indiana.
The last team to beat Miami, Pacers.
When the Pacers came back around on the schedule, there was something that they really wanted to prove.
LeBron says, take that, your grill. Stolen by Wade.
Wade, robo con 2 segundos. 1 segundo, lanza tiempo el tiro. En cesta!
When there's a big game situation, Mario Chalmers usually shows up.
Chalmers ripping away the steal. Chalmers for 3. It's on.
26 points from Mario Chalmers led the Heat to victory. For the first time ever in a regular season, Miami beat every NBA team at least once.
When this team is engaged and they are laser focused, there's not anyone in the NBA that can beat them.
Another home victory and 3 road wins pushed the Heat's winning streak to 22 games, a record for a defending champion. It also tied them with the 2008 Rockets for the second longest streak in NBA history.
As the streak got longer, it became clear that it was something that they really cared about, to be regarded as this really special, unique team.
For us, what makes it special is being able to play against everybody any given night at a high level, whether you're home or on the road.
When they go on the road, there's people who save to see one game, and they know it's going to be the Miami Heat. This team embraced that way of thinking. They wanted to put on a show for everybody.
A team that couldn't win on the road earlier in the season when they were 8-9 after walking out of Salt Lake City is now one of the best road teams.
Streak, no streak. The biggest part of this thing was every single night this team showed up and just played hard.
Every game means something, and you know, there's no time to relax.
I'm looking at the Boston Celtics to be the team that'll put an end to that streak.
5 years ago to the day, the Celtics ended the Rockets' 22-game streak. They look to repeat history behind Jeff Green, whose career-high 43 points propelled Boston to a 17-point lead at half.
Down 17, it was easy to say, you know what, not tonight. We just won 22 straight. We kept fighting.
Chalmers for 3 in the lead. Yes!
Oh, my. James steps into a jumper and rattles it in. Miami a 2-point lead.
Battier blocked it. The winning streak survives the Boston Celtics.
It's a special opportunity that we have with this group, and you don't want to take it for granted.
We definitely could smell the record coming, but we never talked about it.
23. Your thoughts?
That's LeBron's old number.
No matter what they were saying publicly, the Heat players wanted that streak to continue.
and I think that was evident in Boston.
A signature Shane Battier-style play sealed the comeback, but LeBron had the most memorable moment.
Oh, the dunk. Yeah, the dunk heard around the world.
Chalmers. Oh, James! Whoa!
That's sending it down with some power.
Miami's 23rd consecutive win clinched the Southeast Division title, but the streak faced an even tougher test just 2 nights later in Cleveland.
Cavaliers, they're up by 27. Oh, this has been painful so far for Heat fans to watch.
In the last 15 NBA seasons, teams trailing by 27 or more in the second half had a win percentage of 0.02%.
It's the middle of the third quarter. They're down by 27 points.
And in a flash, it just all changes.
Out high, Battier again. 2 in a row for that spot. In and out. Bosh for the offensive rebound. And a fresh shot clock. Battier. Kaboom! And the lead is down to 12.
Now they got a working deficit, Eric. Cavs are starting to feel the Heat's pressure.
The block shot there. LeBron down the middle. Off to Allen for 3. Kaboom! Baby! The Heat, the defending champs, are back in business.
Caught lightning in a bottle.
3. Kaboom! First trip of the night for LeBron. It's a 5-point game. LeBron, pull up 3. It's good! And Miami has tied the game. Yes, you have to have heart for a comeback like this.
Oh, my.
45-12 run, you can't make it up.
3 triples in the fourth quarter for LeBron.
Amazing. He does whatever it takes to win a game.
A spectacular triple-double from LeBron led the Heat to the improbable road win.
One of the most amazing comebacks in Heat history.
They'll be talking about this one for a long time.
We know inside we can come back from any deficit.
18 minutes left in the game. That's a lifetime. I'm not packing it up at that point. I know I'm not. Wow. What else needs to be said? We'll probably never see anything like that again.
Win number 20 in a row.
You kind of felt like who knows when this thing is going to end.
The Heat continue to scorch everyone in their path.
25.
26. 27th straight win.
Chris Anderson catching the lob from LeBron and hammering it down.
27 straight. Now you're within striking distance of the record.
Outside United Center in Chicago, the Heat going for number 28 in a row.
Chicago was at home. They were shorthanded, and they came up with one of those remarkable efforts.
The Bulls were the first team to get the Heat down and keep the Heat down.
And that's it. The streak will end at 27.
When you take a breath and you look at it, 27 games, amazingly impressive.
To see how close we were to history was awesome.
I truly wanted them to beat the streak that I was part of in 1971-72.
Just very fortunate and very humbled and blessed to be a part of this team and be a part of a streak like that.
Just being part of history is amazing.
I had everybody come in, put a hand on each other. We took that moment to acknowledge it, and then that was it.
Just a 5-second moment of reflection before we move on to the rest of the season. So what's really important is getting prepared for the playoffs.
It would have been nice to see it roll on a little bit longer. But again, it didn't set out to win 27 games, let alone 33 games. It set out to get better.
The Heat bounced right back in New Orleans to secure the #1 seed in the East. But with LeBron, Wade, and Chalmers out, depth was needed against the West's top team.
Jones to the floor. Lewis, his 4th block of the game. Oh, great block by Battier, who makes a great hustle play. Great defense by Haslam. Duncan missed it.
At the end of the game, Ray Allen, who's the all-time leader in three-pointers, dishes off to the 6'10 center.
Bosh for the win.
I saw myself shooting that. I went up, and then I felt my guy come up on me, and, hey, there's somebody open, and I found him.
That is what this team's all about. They are all about the best thing for the team.
Uplifting, inspirational, amazing.
How about that, baby?
No matter who we put out here, we believe in each other. 3-6. I know y'all watching. It's all good, baby.
We all put in a lot of work. Days where people don't see us, we're in the gym putting in shots, lifting weights. So that was the most gratifying part, winning together like that.
Eric Spoelstra always talks about a brotherhood. You could see the brotherhood in the AT&T Center.
The reaction was so pure. I peeked down the tunnel, and who's standing back there but Mario Chalmers, Dwayne Wade, and LeBron James, waiting for their teammates.
The Heat ended an amazing March, 17-1. The only team in league history to ever win 17 games in 1 month. Erik Spoelstra, March's Eastern Conference Coach of the Month, became the quickest Heat coach to 250 victories. And LeBron James became the first player ever to receive 5 straight Conference Player of the Month awards.
He makes it look way too easy. We remind ourselves each and every day not to take that talent for granted.
Chris Andersen wasn't taken for granted either.
Andersen flies in for the dunk. Well, the Birdman taking flight. What an addition he's been for the Heat.
He just put it all out there every game, and it showed. Our record, when he came on board, is ridiculous.
Since joining the team in January, the Heat lost just 3 regular season games that Andersen played in. They won 39, a 93% winning percentage when he was on the court.
That was some of the funnest, greatest basketball I've ever played.
And as Andersen soared, the Heat shined. Miami secured a franchise-best 37-4 record at the American Airlines Arena. They locked up the home court advantage through the playoffs with the NBA's top record.
Miami winds up 66-16.
Greatest regular season in the 25-year history of the Heat.
In a season you will never forget.
Miami eclipsed the franchise record 61 wins set in the 96-97 season.
It means a lot, but we don't set out to have milestones. We only set out to try to win a championship. Winning is always great, but you don't get a prize for it.
There's so much more yet that they have to do.
It wasn't about history. It wasn't about streaks. It wasn't about #1 seeds and division titles and all that other stuff. This season was about winning another championship.
Getting to the finals is not good enough for this group. The only option is to win the title. It's why they came together, and nobody's afraid of it.
Can you feel the heat down in your soul? The White Hot Heat is on tonight at the AAA.
Let's go Heat! Let's do it again!
The 2013 playoffs, they've begun for the Miami Heat, and the Heat are on a quest for a repeat.
This is the beginning of a long journey. The exciting thing is you just don't know how it ends.
It's always a different season, and you feel that when you step out on the court with a playoff sign on the court, seeing everybody in their white outfits, and it makes it more exciting.
Let's go Heat! Live from American Airlines Arena, it's White Hot postseason as your defending world champion Miami Heat play host to the Milwaukee Bucks.
The White Hot Heat are ready to get it on.
Game 1, let's go Heat!
It's time to play. We respect Milwaukee as a team that's given us some challenges this year. We know we're going to have to play very well.
As Game 1 descended upon the American Airlines Arena, it was back to winning for the defending champion.
LeBron back inside, and Buss starts the game off with a howl and a two-hand jam.
Ellis lost the ball. 2-on-1 Bosch. James coming in and putting it home.
But even with Miami's hot start, Bucks guard Brandon Jennings fired off 18 first-half points to keep his team within 4 at the half.
Jennings has been a one-man wrecking crew with 18 for the Bucks.
But the second half belonged to the Heat, led by LeBron's 27 points.
We have so many threats out on the floor that allows me to just play without any stress because I know guys on our team can make plays.
Another key spark in the Heat's fire was Chris Andersen, who shot a scorching 81% throughout the playoffs.
Putback slam! Chris Andersen! That's got the crowd on their feet.
What I do sometimes doesn't show up on paper, and I don't mind that at all. It's just that never give up attitude that I produce out there on the floor.
Chris brought energy and a passion and efficiency. His field goal percentage in the playoffs was off the charts.
Chris Andersen is an important part to the puzzle. His shot block, his defense, his energy, it's so contagious.
Ray Allen. Here comes the Birdman! Flapping his wings and soaring.
You know, when you get the crowd behind you like that and everybody else gets energized, it's crazy.
He delivered a message tonight. If you want our title, it's not going to be easy. Just ask the Milwaukee Bucks.
Heat versus Bucks. Let's go Heat! Woo!
After being dominated in Game 1, the Bucks came out swinging in Game 2.
They have an imposing front line. I mean, Sanders is a guy that can do a lot of things.
Sanders slams it through with both hands. Larry Sanders having quite a Game 2 here in Miami.
The Bucks brought the fire and kept the game close for 3 quarters, but Miami fought back.
What the Heat do is that they find moments in the game where all of a sudden they just clamp down on defense.
It's a possession game, but you can't get caught ball watching.
And Bosh intercepts the ball and then goes to the floor to save the steal.
Dwayne Wade took flight and led the team with 21 points.
Wade, oh my! Wham with the right hand!
I think it was Wade who actually started the energy spark with that tip-top he did.
Putback slam the Wade. He went up and jammed it down.
Just trying to be aggressive. Our flow was down a little bit. Coming down the third quarter, just decided to, bring a little energy.
Wade got through. Oh, pretty play by Dwayne Wade. LeBron back to Cole, 3 on the way. Go! And the Heat do take a 2-game lead in this first-round series.
We've heard a lot of people talking about getting out the brooms, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. 1 game at a time.
Off to the road, where it gets challenging, but we look forward to it.
Their first game at home. They're going to be very excited. This is what they've been working all season for. We're going to have to play a good game tonight.
Here we go, Game 3 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals.
Whenever a team goes home for a third game, usually they get a little bit energized. Milwaukee fed off that a little bit. They looked like they had a little bit more rest, and I thought that was the case in the first half.
We knew they were going to come out with a ton of energy early, and I think we had a couple turnovers. They converted turnovers into points.
Oh, my! Larry Sanders, coast to coast.
Weather the storm. Make our stand right now. Make our push.
Spo's desired push came from Ray Allen, who with 5 3-pointers would etch his name in NBA history.
Now to Allen for 3. There it is! The NBA record for most trays in a postseason career.
What really struck me in that game was not only the fact that Ray went for it, but that his teammates were so aware of it. When he hit the last one, LeBron jumped out of his seat, screamed something out. They wanted it for him.
Knowing how hard and difficult it is, it takes longevity, but it takes a lot of hard work, and that's a heck of a feat. We're all proud of him.
Ray Allen is synonymous with shooting. It's only fitting that he has the record.
Everyday Ray. We don't take him for granted, and to have somebody of his caliber and his resume coming off the bench is significant.
You start everything in your NBA career here. Talk to us about this accomplishment, what it means as you all take total control in this series.
It's ironic that I'm here on this floor right now because it's where it all started, and as long as I show up to play every night, I allow myself to be counted on by my teammates. It all comes together, so it's amazing.
And that's something that I always be able to tell my kids. Somebody will break it one day, but they'll always see their dad's name somewhere up there.
The NBA's 3-point king helped seal the deal for the Heat.
It's important for us to close them out because it's our next game. It's Game 4, and we want to win that game.
But as game time rolled around, the Heat learned they would be without one of their stars, Dwayne Wade.
They wanted to make sure to eliminate the Bucks as quickly as possible. No need to let them hang around. You don't want to give somebody second life because they were just overwhelming them with their talent.
Anytime they test us, we was able to withstand that and bounce back.
Into LeBron, right to the rack with a 2-hand emphatic jam.
This is why this team was built this way. They have unbelievable depth at just about every position.
On the wing to Allen. 3 for Allen. Another one, Ray Allen.
We're a good basketball team. This first round, we got a lot more rounds to go, and we'll continue to show how well of a team we are.
It's going to get tougher, and we just have to continue to accept the challenges and take them and overcome them.
And the defense of the Miami championship off to a grand start. First sweep in the Big 3 era. The Miami Heat first to the second round.
Almost 50 years around the NBA, I've had an opportunity to observe great players. In my humble opinion, the man that we're looking at right here is the best of all of them.
For the second straight season and 4th time in 5 years, LeBron James received the Kia NBA Most Valuable Player Award.
Nothing that I receive individually is possible without those 14 guys. I wish it was 15 of these up here because what a great group of guys that allowed me to be the MVP.
It's great to see the best player on the planet keep getting better. Is there a ceiling? Who knows? He's only 28 years old.
The legacy is well short from being written yet.
LeBron James bringing you the live report here from the court.
This trophy is for you, so thank you so much, and let's get ready to go.
Finally back to basketball. Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals as your Miami Heat play host to the Chicago Bulls.
But after a week off, it took time for the Heat to get back in it.
At the very beginning of the game, they just looked a little flat.
Keep moving, the shots will fall.
Find a way. Find a way.
It gets to be a 7-point game midway through the fourth quarter, and that's when you figure the Heat imposed their will. And the Bulls reminded them they weren't going anywhere.
Down to 2 on the shot clock. There's Robinson. He scored.
Nate Robinson needed 10 stitches in his lip at halftime, but then he made the Heat bleed. He scored 24 second-half points, including the last 7 of the game, to deal Miami their first loss of the postseason.
There's no excuses for it on our home floor.
Our backs are against the wall now, and we're going to have to respond the right way.
As well as things had gone for the past 3 or 4 months, having a third loss in 44 games is not the worst thing in the world.
Since the arrival of LeBron James and Chris Bosh in 2010, the Heat lost Game 1 of a playoff series 2 other times. On both of those occasions, Miami went on to win 4 straight and take the series. Wanting to continue that trend, the Heat elevated their play in Game 2.
LeBron, crossover, spins inside. LeBron off the glass at the buzzer and in your face. LeBron on the run, still with the dribble.
And then one hot swing. Oh, what a run.
Ray Allen inside to Anderson. Layup, got it in. That's a route right now.
The Heat left it all on the court, leading by as many as 46 points, and the reserves scored a franchise record 55.
2-on-1. Nice return from Miller. Norris Cole with the bucket. 101-58. Miami. Home crowd on their feet, roaring with approval.
The Heat pounded the Bulls, the most lopsided playoff victory in team history.
We just felt like we got introduced into the playoffs in that first game, and we wanted to come back and make sure that we made a stand.
No matter if you win by 20, 30, or 1 point, it's just a 1-1 series.
We have to move on now and get ready to go into the Lions' den.
The Heat tonight are in Chicago, ready to see if they can steal back home court advantage.
Our mindset is to come in and get a win. Our only focus is Game 3. We're going to bring that intensity tonight.
Let's get back to that Royal Warrior mentality. We protect one another throughout anything.
In Game 3, that mindset was paramount.
Cole to the basket. They ripped his jersey on that.
The guy had his jersey ripped and didn't even act like he noticed it.
2-point game with 4 to play. Cole the drive. Cole finish.
Cole! Oh, the little man is 3 for 3 from downtown.
I'm seeing situations that I remember seeing last year, that I remember seeing from earlier in the season, and I'm adjusting my game to it and keeping it within the team concept.
He has Miami Heat DNA in him. He really does.
His growth over these last 2 years has been unbelievable. In that Chicago series, we needed him.
For the second game in a row, Cole delivered. His 18 points, a playoff career high.
Norris Cole, this is your life in Game 3.
I think Norris shocked a lot of people, but he didn't shock us. He's a bulldog.
He was not the only one to show up and step up.
Bosh, another rebound, his 17th.
He is doing everything.
Coach said somebody go get 17 rebounds, and Chris Winnie got 19.
You can't win a championship being pretty and shiny. You're going to have to get dirty.
LeBron added 17 of his 25 points in the fourth quarter to lift the Heat to a 10-point win.
LeBron James, that's why he is the MVP.
They came and stole one from us, so, you know, we had to get home court back.
Game 4, the Heat up 2 games to 1.
Hey now! Let's go, fellas. This is urgency from the start, man. Let's not wait around, all right? Don't play with fire, dog. Play with that heat.
Pass inside, intercepted by UD. What a play.
The constant tonight has been the Miami defense.
The Heat forced the Bulls into franchise playoff lows in points and field goal percentage.
We talked about coming out with an intensity, playing with a desperation early, and I think we did that.
And for the third straight game, Chalmers and Cole shut Nate Robinson down.
Robinson now 0 for 12. It has been a nightmare for Nate Robinson.
When you make Nate Robinson give up the ball, he can't beat you. Then it really changed the complexion of the series.
Pass inside, not a good pass, but picking up the change and depositing in the bank is Chris Bosh. Cole with 2 on the shot clock. Long shot, Cole got it right at the buzzer. Cole
We did our job. We came up here, we got two. Try to go back to Miami, close it out.
But questions arose about whether Wade would be able to close it out after re-aggravating a prior knee injury in Game 4.
You either sit out and watch your team play, or you get in there and you try to find a way to help your team. I'm gonna go out there and try to help my team win.
The team was welcomed home to Miami for Game 5, and Wade was right there with them as the Heat showed no mercy, jumping out to an early 18-point lead.
LeBron back into UD, another jam!
But when the Bulls charged back and took a fourth-quarter lead, the Heat reserves once again stepped up.
Into the corner, Battier wide open for three. Kaboom! Shane Battier, 2 triples in a row.
All it takes is one of those guys to knock down a three-point shot, and it just sparks everyone else.
Let's go! Give the ball!
Norris Cole hits a jumper, and the game is close in the fourth quarter, and the next thing you know is there's Norris Cole on the right wing. And the first thing you're thinking is, which guy is he looking for to do something? He's not looking for anybody.
Oh, nice fake. Oh, Norris Cole soaring.
When I saw him dunk, I went just like that, and I was like, wow.
It's one of the top plays I've made in the playoffs in my short career. It took me back to my younger days back in high school when I used to dunk all the time.
The dunk gave the Heat a 1-point lead halfway through the fourth. But from that point on, Wade stole the show.
Dwayne's competitor, the champions, Hall of Famer. He's going to be there when it matters most.
I knew the fourth quarter was going to be, a tough quarter, so I went back to the back. I got my knee retaped and just tried to be aggressive.
Nice move by Wade for the runner. In and out, dunked in by Wade. Wade gives Miami a 7-point lead. Woo!
Dwayne's a warrior. He's a guy that whenever is doubted or whenever is challenged, he rises to the occasion.
He never ceases to amaze me.
When he's out on the floor, no matter what the stat sheet says, he's a threat. He's a threat.
When he's on his game, Marvin, he's the Dwayne Wade we know. And then you get the defense and you get LeBron cooking. I mean, these guys are just unstoppable.
Wade scored 6 of his 18 points in the final minutes to carry the Heat past the Bulls.
Miami takes the series in 5. They advance to the Eastern Conference Final.
This is their 3rd straight year in the Eastern Conference Finals. Before these last 3 years, the franchise had only made the Eastern Conference Final 3 times total. It's pretty special, and folks need to make sure they don't forget about it.
Those next 8 are going to be even tougher. Enjoy the day off tomorrow and let's get back to work.
Together, 1, 2, 3.
Got it.
Let's go Heat! Bring the Heat! Beat the Pacers! Live from American Airlines Arena, it's the Eastern Conference Finals. Game 1 of the best of 7 as your Miami Heat play host to the Indiana Pacers.
2 really good teams. We're looking forward to the matchup. We're very excited about the opportunity to go against them. We're ready for this task. We're going to come out here and try to take one out of these 2 first games.
Obviously, understand this team is very good, and we can't let them come in here and steal one. They're in the East Conference Finals for a reason, so we got to take care of home court.
It'll be a very competitive series. If we're the same team that we were last year, that won't be good enough.
Miami knew what it was going to get into, and they had to bring their A game to win this series.
But the layoff between playoff rounds once again kept the Heat getting that top grade. However, the sluggish start in Game 1 received a boost from Chris Anderson with 16 points.
Anderson drilling the point. How about the Birdman? He's 7 for 7.
I was just really focused and dialed in, took the task at hand.
Really didn't know that I was out there being as efficient as I was. It just felt great with the fans yelling and screaming.
He comes in and the way the crowd gets into it and the way he gets the crowd into it, and then it just gets us into it. So we feed off his energy and a lot of the things he does out there.
What he's brought to them is a 6'11" guy who can move, who can impact the game at both ends of the floor, who's a terrific rebounder, and his ability to finish makes him a very, very valuable player.
The Heat were up 3 and needed a defensive stop. With just 5 seconds left, Paul George let one fly.
George fires for the tie. He's got it! George with a 3-pointer to tie the game.
Overtime went back and forth until George made 3 free throws, giving Indiana a 1-point lead.
The Pacers were gutsy in that first game, and after a really bad break with Dwayne Wade fouling out,
the stage was set for the MVP.
2 2/10 seconds remaining. Battier gets it in. Here's James on the drive for the win. And Miami coming away with a 1-point overtime victory
Well, I just felt I had enough time to do what I wanted to do. We drew up a great play, a little misdirection, and I was able to catch the ball and find Paul George just a little step behind me and explode to the rim and win the game.
I think you see me on the sideline jumping up, and down, because we didn't want to lose that first game at home. Indiana's a very good team. When we lose that first game at home, we put ourselves in a very, very tough position.
What great teams do is they find a way to win, even when they don't play their best.
It don't matter if you win by 1 or you win by 30 or whatever the case may be, it's just one win. So, we have to be better.
Right now, we're in game 2, and we got to try to focus on win game 2.
We let one slip away, but we have to split. That's my mindset.
We haven't protected our home court yet, and that's why we have to come out with a desperate mentality tonight.
But the Pacers were the ones who came out desperate. They led by as many as 13 in the first half.
It was a physical game. It was a struggle for both clubs. It was Eastern Conference playoff basketball.
The Heat responded with a burst in the third quarter.
Hibbert going to keep it alive and blocked. Blocked by James. Indiana turns it over.
Braun down the wing. Chalmers bounce pass. James behind the head. Two-hand jab, James.
But the Pacers' defense in the final moments denied the Heat.
And his pass picked off. This series even at 1.
Very disappointed in my judgment, my plays down the stretch. But I'll make up for them.
Very close series. We got to play well. We got to finish. We got to close out games. We're hoping to do that in game 3.
The Heat have their hands full with the Pacers. Can they regain their home court advantage?
Nothing's difficult. Everything's difficult. Through adversity. To the stars. To the last minute, fellas. To the last second. To the last man. We fight! We fight! We fight! We fight! We fight! We fight! Let's go!
They're going to be ready tonight. They're looking forward to really putting us in a compromising position, and we have to be able to fight tonight.
Believe in what we're building right here, guys. Believe not that we can beat the Miami Heat, but that we will beat the Miami Heat.
Do not back off the force. Compete.
Pacers had not lost at home in the 2013 postseason, but the Heat were about to change that.
Bosh, open 3, straight away, kaboom!
To LeBron in deep. LeBron up with it. Got it.
LeBron is able to beat George off the dribble. Too strong.
LeBron went to work in the post, scoring 18 of his 22 points to set the tone in Miami's 70-point first half, a franchise record.
James hands it off to Udonis. Powers it up in, and a foul on Hibbert.
That was as flawless a first half of basketball you're going to see Miami play offensively.
You don't think about the victory, you think about the task.
Which was to build on the lead. Mario Chalmers, Chris Anderson, and Udonis Haslem combined for 40 points.
Wide open, UD, the jump shot. Another one, Udonis.
I just got to my spot, tried to space the floor, and credit to my teammates, they found me.
His number was called, and when we needed it most, he was back knocking down that 16-foot jump shot that he so often does.
The Heat's dominating performance led to an 18-point rout of the Pacers and a 2-1 series lead.
The Heat again want to put the Pacers to sleep tonight in Game 4. Another win pretty much ends the drama in this series, but a loss means we still got a dogfight.
This series is up for grabs. Because you win by a certain amount doesn't mean anything.
With the Heat looking to take control of the series, the Pacers opened with 11 unanswered points. The Heat would bounce back in the second half.
Allen gets it back, shoots a desperate 3 and makes it. Kaboom!
Every time the Heat rallied back, the Pacers had an answer.
Wide open Stevenson, the shot up and got it from downtown.
Hibbert able to get to it and scores! What a play by Royce Hibbert!
You can't play from behind the entire game. Eventually, it's going to catch up to you.
It was there for us. We had our chance. We didn't capitalize, so we move on.
Game 5 needs no buildup.
It's getting chippy between the Pacers and the Heat.
This was a physical series. Game 5 follows suit. Things got heated between Anderson and Hansborough. Haslem and West exchanged some words, too. With tensions running high and after a slow start, LeBron openly demanded more from his teammates in the second half, and he wanted the response now.
And the Heat's house erupts.
Out to UD, right to the rim. Oh, a power move by Mr. 305.
Haslem's 8 for 9 shooting and 16 points ignited the crowd and the Heat's offense.
UD is the heartbeat of our team. To have a performance like he had in Game 5, every time it seemed like they would make a run or we wanted to push away, he made a shot. He was big time for us, and we needed every bit of it.
UD again. Got another one. Oh! is on fire!
UD's going to be there when it counts. And we don't find it a coincidence that his biggest moments and his most shining moments in this league have happened in the postseason.
I've just been staying with it, and when my number's called, like I said, it's about having your brothers back. You know, these are my brothers, and I never want to let these guys down.
James with a beautiful spin to beat Hill.
Down to LeBron on the left wing. 5 on the shot clock. Gonna have to hurry up. Step back. Jumper. Got it, LeBron.
LeBron is in one of those streaks.
His 30-point performance, 16 in the third quarter alone, pushed the Heat to a 3-2 series lead and the first chance to close out.
James! Oh! From 30 feet away! And yes, indeed, as he nods his head.
That's LeBron showing his greatness and making it look easy. His engine in that third quarter was incredible. What we talked about was just doing whatever it takes and competing for each other.
That's what I came here for, to be able to compete for a championship each and every year. We're one step away from doing it once again.
Up 3-2 in Eastern Conference Finals. The Heat look to end this tonight in Game 6 at Indy.
Chris the Birdman Anderson will not play. He has been suspended by the NBA.
They made it clear it was a flagrant 2, and it is what it is. Now I have to deal with the repercussions of it, and I'm missing this game, but I know my guys are going to go out there and they're going to handle business.
We love playing on the road. We love responding to challenges, and we'll have our chance.
In front of a hostile crowd and without one of their brothers, the Heat struggled all night and shot 39%, while the Pacers imposed their will.
Hibbert allowed to go to the rim.
Roy Hibbert's 24 points and 11 rebounds, along with George's 28 points, saved Indiana from elimination and slammed the door on the Heat, forcing a Game 7.
We got to do a better job of all of us helping getting each other involved in the game.
It's the part where you have to be mentally tough. It's really not been going my way this series. I want to play better, and I will play better. I have to play better in Game 7.
Obviously, we would like to have closed this out earlier, but Game 7s are the ones you'll remember 20 years from now.
Live from American Airlines Arena in Miami, it's Game 7, winner take all.
This is why you ran so hard during the regular season. To get Game 7 in your building, we know our fans will be fired up, and we'll be ready.
We just got to come out and play to win. You know, it's one game for both teams.
You know, for us, protecting home is always staple number one.
We have to make sure that we come out, we stay prepared and focused and play for 48 minutes.
When there's a little bit of adversity and things don't necessarily go your way, this is where your brotherhood gets strengthened. And now it comes down to a Game 7 and may the best team win.
With their season on the line and their legacy in question, the Heat respond.
Here's Allen for 3. He's on fire. Here's Cole for the alley-oop.
Allen goes right side, bounce pass. Bosh for 3. He got it! Chris Bosh gives Miami a 10-point lead.
You take them to that spot in the mountain. They can't go. You take them there. Come on, it's pace, energy, right now.
Roger Hibbert, stolen by Miller.
West trying to back his way in, and he travels.
The pass by West, intercepted by Cole. That's the 10th Pacer turnover.
The key to this game, in my mind, the Miami defense.
When their defense is smothering and creates turnovers, and that leads to offense, you don't have a shot.
We was able to hit them, stay on top of them and kind of blow the game open a little bit and get separation. But, they was a very good opponent. They pushed us to the limit. But we would not be denied.
Miami was hitting on all cylinders, especially Wade, who had his best game of the series.
Picked off by Wade. Here's Wade to the rim.
Oh, my, what a gorgeous move by Wade in the open court.
The Heat blew out the Pacers and won another Eastern Conference championship.
To be conference champs 3 times in a row is incredible. To do it once is a heck of an accomplishment.
I handed him the trophy because Birdman had never been in the finals, and this was kind of symbolic that, hey, you're joining us in the finals this year.
Everything that happened in the first 6 games didn't mean anything to us. It was about Game 7. It was about finding a way to win here home.
For the 3rd season in a row, the Miami Heat are headed to the NBA Finals.
Competing as a 3-time Eastern Conference champion, it's not easy. So we played a very good Indiana Pacers team. Physically, they pushed us to the limit.
It was a gratifying feeling once we won the Eastern Conference because now we're in the finals, and this is a shot for us to win.
As a team, this is what we had as a goal, and that's to get back to the finals, to be able to win another championship.
Just to get back to this point is awesome. We're trying to accomplish the ultimate goal again. We're trying to climb that mountaintop again.
Go ahead. Give one quick look around the brothers. Okay. You guys earned it. Those 4 marks are going to be in blood red. Never take this for granted going on this ride to the next round. And these next 4, it's whatever it takes.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Together.
Game 1 of the NBA Finals tips off tonight with the Heat looking to repeat as champ.
And it's a matchup of 2 of the best teams in the NBA.
And we can expect another roller coaster ride over the next 2 weeks.
This round is probably 2 teams most similar playing against each other.
I think the organizations have the same philosophy. They believe in continuity. Tim Duncan and Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, they've all been together forever. It reminds us of us.
They play total team basketball. We feel that in a different style, we play total team basketball. We'll see how it collides.
You're playing a team that had won championships, won multiple championships. That was a different challenge and a different battle that you had to be ready for.
When you get to the finals, you know your opponent is going to be formidable, and that certainly is the case.
I have something in me that they took in 07. I won't forget that, and I look forward to the challenge once again.
Live from American Airlines Arena in Miami, it's the NBA Finals, Game 1 of the best of 7 as your defending world champion Miami Heat play host to the San Antonio Spurs.
Game 1 was a prime-time, night-long battle as the teams appeared evenly matched.
James back to Wade. Wade with the finish. That's not a bad way to start for the Heat. So Parker, Duncan, open for the shot, got it with 0.8 seconds left to go.
It's a hell of a game to play because both teams are so good offensively. You can't have any letdowns.
But with merely a 3-point lead heading to the 4th quarter, that's exactly what they did.
Right now, extra possessions they're getting.
Turning the ball over 5 times gave the Spurs the extra possession they needed to go on a 12-3 run.
We had our chances. We had 5 turnovers in the 4th, and we can't allow that.
Offensively, we couldn't get it going, and they made some big shots.
The biggest one came when the Spurs had a 2-point lead with under 5 seconds to play.
Parker on the drive, nearly lost it, still dribbling. Parker with 2 to shoot. Just gets it off in time, and he banks it in. What a shot from Parker.
When he fell over, I was like, okay, well, I'm about to try to tie this ball up. And he got up and went under my arm. I got a great contest, and he even double pumped it and barely got it off. That was the longest 24 seconds that I've been a part of.
Miller throws it into James. Quick shot in. Shot won't go. Duncan lost it. Tipped by Miller. And that's it. San Antonio comes into Miami and wins Game 1.
NBA Finals Game 2, let's go Heat, yeah!
The Heat are now trying to figure out how to even the series before they head to San Antonio.
The Heat approaching tonight's game as a must-win.
We fight! Let's go!
With renewed urgency, the Heat came out blazing.
Wade sidesteps. Sweet move from Dwayne Wade.
They did a great job of bringing energy and defensive effort. I thought the Heat kind of got back to their identity.
The Heat went on a 14-3 run to end the 3rd quarter and seemed to take control.
Chalmers got hit, counted, and 1.
You always hear how hard it is to get to the finals, and once you get there, you want to leave it all on the court.
The Heat's defense confounded the Spurs, forcing 17 turnovers and blocking 6 shots.
Parker into Splitter. Blocked at the rim by LeBron James. Oh, what a block from James. Throws it back at Splitter, who is ready to dunk.
Splitter was winding up. He was going to bam it. And LeBron just happened to come out of the clear blue sky and met him at the apex.
I was fortunate enough that I was able to make a big play for us. And I told myself, you'll end up on SportsCenter one way or another. You're either going to get dunked on or you're going to get a block.
Chalmers led the team with 19 points plus double-figure scoring from LeBron, Bosh, Wade, and Allen was the recipe for success as the Heat evened the series with a 19-point win.
The wealth was spread, and we go up because everybody was involved.
The series is tied at 1 game apiece, and now the team is gearing up for Game 3 against the Spurs on their home court.
The Spurs proved to be tough at home in Game 3, making the Heat pay for every misstep.
Ginobili fakes the three, drives down the lane, dunks it with 2 hands.
LeBron, Wade, and Bosh all struggled, and the team turned the ball over 16 times.
If us three don't lead the charge, we're not going to be NBA champions.
The Spurs set a finals record hitting 16 threes, while career highs from Danny Green and Gary Neal totaled 51 points.
Neal at the buzzer. Bang! Gary Neal putting on a show.
Danny Green and Gary Neal lost their minds and had games of their lives.
Green. Danny Green. What a dazzling shooting display here in San Antonio.
The 36-point loss was the worst loss in team history.
We got what we deserved tonight. I didn't recognize the team that was out there.
We haven't seen them take that kind of pounding, in a long time.
We win together, we lose together. We all played bad, and the Spurs played great.
We just have to take it on the chin and move on and try to get the next game.
Me as a leader, I can't afford to perform like I did and expect for us to win on the road. I guarantee I'll be better tomorrow for sure.
The Heat find themselves facing an uphill battle again, trailing the Spurs 2-1 with 2 games remaining in San Antonio.
At times, Coach Spoelstra tells these guys, go be great. And that's what's going to be necessary.
Being down 2-1 with a game for another game in San Antonio, it was a must-win.
The Spurs tried to spoil that sentiment early, taking a 10-point lead midway through the first quarter.
Parker to the basket, counted and one. Beautiful drive from Parker.
But vintage Wade sparked the Heat, scoring 14 first-half points and getting them back into the game.
Wade, the crossover goes right at Duncan, and the finish.
I could tell that he was just going to come out and be very ferocious.
Wade, the rebound. Wade, turnaround push shot. Got it to go, Dwayne Wade.
He's a competitor. Every time he's doubted, he responds. He went back in his bag today. He was flashed tonight. We needed every bit of it.
Stolen by Wade. Oh, gets in and throws it down.
My teammates needed a game like this from me. They needed me to play the way that I'm capable of.
When the stakes are highest, when it's the most pressure, Dwayne will be there.
Ginobili down the splitter. What a blast. What a block by Wade.
It started for me on the defensive end as well. I was able to get some blocks, able to get some steals, and kind of give myself, really into the flow of the game.
Led by an inspiring performance from Wade, who had 32 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 steals, the Heat finally broke the game open in the fourth quarter.
Step back, tough shot, got it! Oh, Chris Bosh!
The Heat's trio combined for 85 points and evened the series with a 16-point win.
James caps it off by nailing a 3.
LeBron was able to attack. Dwayne was able to get open jumpers. Chris was able to find room inside and do his thing. By far their best collective performance in a postseason game.
When things get rough, that's when we pull together even more.
When we're all 3 of us clicking at the same time, we're a very tough team to beat.
We go down 3-1 in the finals. That ain't good. So we needed this win, and we responded.
The series is tied at 2, and now the Heat are going to try to steal another one on the road.
It's no longer about X's and O's. It's about who wants it most. This is all about attitude, not about adjustments.
You got to give more, dog. You got to protect more. You got to help more. You got to sacrifice more in order to get this win. That's what it's all about, man. It's all about us.
Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, Texas, it is game number 5 of the NBA Finals as the San Antonio Spurs play host to the year defending world champion Miami Heat.
Game 5 was crucial for both teams, and the Spurs played well from the tip.
Another nice entry pass. Duncan throws it down.
They continue to have great starts. We continue to start slow. We just digged ourselves in a deep hole.
Morris Diaw under the basket. Leonard alone with a jam. Oh, the Spurs are blowing the doors off Miami right now.
The Spurs shot an astounding 60% from the floor, and the Heat was trailing by as much as 17 points, but got it to 1 midway through the third.
Wade along the wing. Wade puts a shot up, got it, and a foul call.
When we got it to 1, we thought we were in a decent position on the road, but it just snowballed down the hill from there.
The Spurs went on a 19-1 run, led by a season-high 22-point performance from Ginobili.
Ginobili, couple of jab steps, drives, count it, and 1.
And a record-breaking performance by Danny Green.
Puts up a 3, puts it in. Danny Green does it again. Now has an NBA Finals record. for most three-pointers in the history of the finals. His 23rd to break Ray Allen's mark.
Of course, the irony, to break Ray Allen's record in a series where Ray Allen is on the other sideline, I think that's going to, in time, mean as much to Danny Green as the record itself will.
Despite 4 players in double figures, the Heat failed to emerge victorious and would go down 3-2.
The Heat are one loss away from elimination and defending their championship.
If the Heat can't win on their home court, their dreams of a second straight NBA title are over.
Protect home court. Hey, when you think you gave everything that you got to give more. It's a great opportunity for both teams, for them to close us out, for them to win it, and for us to force a Game 7. We've been here before, and we've been on both sides of the fences, so we got an opportunity to do something special, and we look forward to it.
They've lived in the fishbowl of pressure for 3 years, and yes, they've never faced anything quite like this. But at the same time, they're not going to be fazed by win or go home.
In Game 6, the Heat came out aggressive, but Tim Duncan turned back the clock, hitting his first 8 shots.
Diaw, what a pass to Duncan. Tim Duncan putting on a show.
Duncan comes left, lays it up, and makes it. Tim Duncan having a championship first half.
He finished with 25 first-half points, and the Spurs held the lead after going on a decisive run in the second quarter.
Diaw for 3. Won't go. Leonard tips it up and in. San Antonio finishes on a 17-4 run, and they lead by 6.
The Spurs remained focused in the second half and had a 10-point lead heading into the fourth. Just as things began to look bleak for the Heat, a few key plays helped spark a surge that would keep them alive.
James wants to attack inside, goes up underneath, finds Rio wide open for 3. Chatters from downtown, and the Heat draw first blood here in the fourth. Splitter, nice move to the basket with a left-hand lay-in.
Boy, Mike Miller just lost his sneaker, came flying off that left foot.
Mike Miller has only one sneaker on.
Guy stepped on my shoe. I tried to untie it to put it back on, but I looked up at the clock and we were running out of shot clock, so I tossed it aside, ran to an open spot.
Now he's going to play with one shoe.
Let's see what he can do. Now LeBron to Miller.
No.
One shoe, 3.
Got it! Who needs 2 shoes? Miller doesn't. 1 shoe, 3.
Oh, my, Mike. Shoeless Miller.
I don't think it matters what the dude has on. No shoe, no problem.
Rio, tough shot.
Slammed in by LeBron James, who had lost his headband.
Everyone's going to refer to that now as the no shoe, no headband game.
LeBron without the headband now. Backs his way in. LeBron turned left hand in over Leonard.
He looked like a different player. He looked more determined. It's a little thing, but I think that's what LeBron is saying. I'm leaving it all out there.
Green off the dribble, drives inside to Duncan. Blocked by James.
This wasn't about headbands. This was about legacy.
The Heat had a 3-point lead with a minute and a half left to play, but then Tony Parker happened.
Parker backs off, shoots the 3, makes it, and ties the game at 89.
Parker gets in the paint, stops, spins, shot is good. Tony Parker.
The Spurs pushed the Heat to the brink, and Ginobili would hit 3 free throws on the next 2 possessions, giving them a 5-point lead with 28.2 seconds left. Signs of the end were crystallizing.
San Antonio is 28 seconds away from winning another championship.
I looked over at San Antonio's bench, and they were cheering and waving towels. And then the final straw was when they brought the yellow ropes. And I just stayed in, and I said, this can't be happening. It can't go down like this.
Well, right now, the yellow ropes are out. They're waiting to have a trophy presentation.
That's the worst sign the home team could ever see.
I could see the players coming out of the timeout, look down to the yellow rope. Their eyes got wider. Having seen that in 11, watched Dallas celebrate on our floor, the feeling of here we go again was just enormous.
The season is just about done now. What a disappointing way to end for Miami.
You know when that rope come out, it's pretty much you've won a championship.
I remember just walking up and down the court and just seeing that yellow tape and everything. I couldn't believe it. I was just, this can't be it.
You feel a little doubt at that point. But at the same time, as a competitor, you say, okay, we got less than 30 seconds. We got an opportunity to try to make a game out of this.
James catches, fires a 3, way off. Rebound tipped, still loose, picked up by Miller. Back out to James, another 3. It's good!
When LeBron hits the 3, you're like, okay, this is a one-possession game. Now the game's changed.
That was life for us. That was like, you know what? It's not over.
You can never, ever
ever give up.
We're always at our best when the stakes are highest and our backs are against the wall.
The Heat fouled Kawhi Leonard on the following possession and would need a little luck.
All the Heat need him to do is miss one.
First one on its way.
Rimmed out.
Whoa!
One possession ball game now.
With under 20 seconds left, the Heat would need one big play to save their season.
LeBron for three. James misses. Rebound Bosh. Back to Allen, the long shot. Allen from downtown.
I was able to get my hands on the ball, and I saw him right there the whole time. There was nobody else to pass it to but him.
Everything was just perfect, and when he released it, I just remember being on the rim. And I was just thinking, I was like, oh my God, it's going in.
Once he got his feet down, I knew it was going in. I could tell by the angle from where I was sitting, so I was just jumping in anticipation.
Rebound Bosh. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
He has a drill that he does every day where he starts in the middle of the paint and he has to backpedal behind the three-point line, find the three-point line, and knock it down. And it's so ironic and eerie that in the biggest moment, that was the drill.
Being down 5 with less than 30 seconds wasn't our vision, but having Jesus on our side make the big-time shot in the finals was part of the whole process.
Rebound Bosh. Out to Allen, shoots the corner three, and makes it! He made it! Kaboom! Ray Allen, a dagger three from the right corner.
I always say that's probably the biggest three that I've hit in my career ever because of what it meant. On the stage that we were on, there's no comparison.
Clearly, Ray's shot is something that will be played over and over and over again, and will be remembered for decades, I'm sure.
The final seconds. Parker on the drive. Puts it up. Overtime here in Game 6.
Take those yellow ropes back inside.
Big-time offenses paved the way in regulation, but it was the Heat's signature defense,
Parker blocked by Bosh.
led by Chris Bosh, that helped them snatch away the game and force a winner-take-all Game 7.
Green busca la etapa, Bosh. Consigue Bosh. Termina el partido y el Heat ha ganado. Blocked by Bosh. And we're going to a Game 7.
It took every second, took every inch of wingspan to win that game. To fit in, that CB blocked Andy Green to seal that game.
This team has been together through so many ups and downs, and we never really get, the benefit of the doubt. We always had to work for everything, so I think that night, the basketball gods gave us the benefit of the doubt.
We fight. We fight. Fight to the end, man. We fight. To the end, man.
To the last second.
To the last second.
To the last man.
To the last man.
We fight.
If you said September 29th when we started on our trip going to China, if we could decide this season with the Game 7 in our building, every single one of us take it, they're the best 2 words in team sports. Game 7.
One game on our home floor to bring home another championship, man. This is everything that we worked for all season long. All the sacrifices we've made to each other. It's going to pay off. They say hard work pay off, man. So let's make that statement become true, all right?
Let's go make history.
In Miami, it's the NBA Finals, the final game of this NBA season for the Larry O'Brien Trophy.
It's Game 7. 1 game for the whole empanada.
There's only one goal for Game 7. Win.
You don't get many second chances like this. We better make the most of it.
I love y'all, dog. Let's go out here and give everything you got for your brother. Because we brothers, all right?
The Heat gave everything they had in the first half, and thanks to a combined 29 points by LeBron and Wade, they had a 2-point lead at the break.
Wade one-on-one with Leonard. Step back, wide open, got it on the wing. Dwayne Wade with 14 points. That's as much as he scored in the entire Game 6.
The third quarter went back and forth on both sides.
3 by LeBron, got it! Nice entry pass to Duncan. Battier for 3. Bang!
They never went anywhere. We never went anywhere. It was just a classic battle.
Chalmers, three-pointer. Oh, he banks it in!
The Heat entered the fourth quarter with a 1-point lead and everything on the line.
Trust each other right now. Everybody's a playmaker.
Shane Battier answered the coach's call and once again was a playmaker for the Heat.
Right corner Battier, the 3 on the way. It's good. Shane Battier does it again.
Once he starts knocking down those threes, he doesn't stop.
Battier had a historical performance, going 6 of 8 from downtown, giving the Heat exactly what they needed.
Duncan pass intercepted by Chalmers to LeBron. down the floor. LeBron step through to Battier for three. Got it! Battier from downtown, and Miami's up by 5.
But the Spurs did not back down and close in on the Heat.
Kawhi Leonard for three. Puts it in. 2-point game with 2 to play.
Every time we had opportunity to pull away, they made a big shot.
You could feel the energy in the building because everybody all night was, are we going to win this thing? You know, it's 1, it's 2, it's back and forth.
The Spurs were down by 2 with less than a minute to play and would put the ball in the hands of their future Hall of Famer. But once again, Battier answered the call.
Inside Duncan, across the lane. Duncan misses the tip, no good, and Bosh the rebound. Heat clinging to a 2-point lead.
He never ceases to surprise me in his ability to impact winning.
The opportunity to seal their fate was moments away, and the Heat would call upon the MVP to leave his imprint on Game 7.
The Heat so desperately need a score with a 2-point lead and 39 seconds left.
James pulls up, puts it in, 4-point lead.
His jump shot, got it, LeBron! With 27.9 left.
20-footer, makes it! LeBron James made it! And the Heat go up 92 to 88.
35 for LeBron James.
Once he hit that shot, I knew we were going to win. We weren't going to give up a lead like that. We were going to make sure we were.
Rebound Wade with 17 seconds left. Green fouls Wade. And the countdown is on. And they're alive, jumping out of their seats in Miami.
Once Shane took my free throw out and it went to Rio, that's when I knew right there. I was like, you know what, this is crazy.
Wade throws it up to James. Final seconds. What a finish.
The Heat are going to do it. The Heat are going to win it. 5 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. It is over.
And the Miami Heat are going to be back-to-back champions of the basketball world. Campeón, campeón otra vez, el Heat.
And that's the great thing about a close game in Game 7 is to win it at the end. There's this explosion.
The exhilaration that you feel is just incredible.
I just looked up and said, holy mackerel, we did it. We're 2-time champs.
There can only be one. 2013 NBA champion, the back-to-back Miami Heat.
The 2013 NBA championship resides once again in Miami.
The 2013 most valuable player for the second straight finals, LeBron James.
I'm LeBron James from Akron, Ohio, from the inner city. I'm not even supposed to be here. Every night I walk into the locker room, I see a number 6 with James on the back. I'm blessed.
4-time MVP, 2-time finals MVP. What can you say? He did everything we needed when we needed it.
These guys sacrifice in a lot of different ways. And in the end of the day, they got one of these. You see, they have one of these. And they know now that that's what it takes.
To win back-to-back championships and to do it versus, an organization like the San Antonio Spurs, it was the hardest thing that we have done as an organization.
So many people play this game and don't get to win one. And I've been blessed with the opportunity to win 3, and not just win 3, but win 3 with a great organization and a great group of guys.
The fact that they were multiple champions, that it wasn't just Udonis Haslem and Dwayne Wade, and now it was LeBron, now it was Chris Bosh. These guys have reached their destiny.
I wonder if I can take this home. Sleep with it just for the night. Woo!
All the way live.
About to go down, baby!
And that's what they brought me here to do, is be energetic and just be a nightmare.
Coming down here when I did, they made me feel like I have been here for 10 years. We've always walked as one, as a tight fist, and definitely haven't won a championship. It'll cement us in the history of the NBA forever.
Back to back on them. We ain't worried about nothing. We ain't worried about nothing.
You can say a lot about us, but not being a 2-time champ ain't one of them.
2 bottles for 2 of them, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
These
group of guys, this organization, everybody comes in hungry to do their job. It's not easy every day, and we know that. But just the fact that we go through these ups and downs with such a family-oriented group makes it special when you accomplish things like this.
With the 27-game winning streak, with back-to-back, this has now become a historic team.
We had to face some adversity, but we stayed the course. It says a lot about our character.
This is the ultimate definition of a team. Every round, every game, it was somebody different putting in work.
Every person on this team filled a role, and it took every person to win this title again.
That's what it's all about right here. That's what it's all about.
I came here to win championships, to be able to go back-to-back. It's the ultimate.
I'm proud, I'm happy, and I'm very grateful to still be wearing this Miami Heat uniform.
This one's sweet, man. This is my third one. This is the sweetest one by far yet.
The sacrifice all year long we had to make to get this. We will forever be in each other's legacy.
That's the contract that we signed, that no matter what our role is, we're going to do it at the highest level.
After each win, we'd make a mark. In the middle two rounds, they ended up being so physical that we made our marks in blood red. And then the last round, out of absolute utmost respect for our competition, we made those marks in silver.
Hey, Spo, you got the last one, Spo.
Right now, if the legacy was written, I think it would be pretty damn good, but it hasn't been written yet. Still, hopefully, lots of years left in this run.
Nothing's difficult, everything is done. Through adversity to the stars. Last minute, to the last second, to the last man. We fight, we fight, we fight, we fight, we fight, we fight.
Miami, champions of the basketball world.
The celebration didn't end after the champagne stopped flowing. The confetti continued to fall as the festivities continued with the Heat Championship Parade.
The parade is special because you get to share it with the community. And you make that first turn out of the building, you just see a sea of people. It's an unbelievable feeling.
Fans lined the streets of downtown Miami with signs and cheered, showing their support for their Miami Heat.
This never gets old, man. This is right here is joyful. I think we need to put this in on our summer schedule every year.
I tell you, this is my favorite part about winning a championship. It's the parade, man.
You can just hear the excitement of everyone in terms of how special it is. It just feels great that, we could all celebrate together like this.
It's a crazy feeling to be back here having another parade. Dream come true.
They showing a lot of energy, a lot of love, and we just soaking it up right now.
And while the back-to-back champs were being showered with love from their fans, the team gave the love and appreciation right back.
Being down here in Miami winning the championship with these fans, it's a great atmosphere down here.
All the fans that we're seeing here is who support us throughout the whole season. This is the least we can do is ride through the city and show our appreciation.
Everybody out here to see the Heat, 2-beat. We did it, back to back.
Never gets old. It's like a new beginning every time. Unbelievable experience.
We play a very long season for moments like this, and just share this moment with the crowd. It's pretty awesome. Everybody should have a parade.
The parade was awesome, man. These fans are unbelievable. They support us each and every night. They're amazing.
The support continued. Fans would pack the American Airlines Arena one more time to share some special moments with their NBA champions. Before heading into the offseason, the team used this time to reflect, have fun, and give thanks.
That corner will always remember what's now known as the shot.
And I have to say that is the biggest shot I've ever hit in my career.
Chris Bosh, that shot doesn't occur if you don't get that offensive rebound. ¿Cómo te sentías? Muy bien.
We shot the world!
Hey now.
Hey now, hey now.
It's just exhilarating to be a part of this organization, this family, and to reach the kind of accomplishments that we have done. The feeling is the ultimate feeling of success.
Everybody across the world that has support for me, never counted me out. I really appreciate that. Thank y'all. And let's try to get a three-peat next year.
We're winners. We want to be champions, and we'll do whatever it takes.
For me, it's just more important that I can give this city something where everybody can come together in one day and just cheer for the same team, and it brings a lot of pride to the city.
I want y'all to say it with me, too. On the count of three, I ain't got no worries, man. 1, 2, 3. I ain't got no worries.
When people believe in you, you can do amazing things in this world. So I just got great support system.
Thank you, Miami. Thank you for everything you guys do. And I mean that from the top to everybody here on the floor.
These fans, man, you guys were unbelievable once again.
Miami, I love y'all.
When I took over the franchise, I was worried about being the #2 team in Florida. And to be sitting here now with 3 championships is just a fantastic feeling.
To know what we've built since I've been here, to believe when we had a few years and they said, listen, we're going to do what we can to make sure that we're back in the championship again, and they did. It's just great, you know, to see this organization be as successful, you know, as it's been.
If it was easy, everyone would be a champion. The things I remember most are the struggles. When you get punched in the face, when you're hurt, when you're frustrated, when people say you can't play no more, and you see it all happen and grow right in front of you, that's what you remember.
Not a guy in that locker room that didn't give up playing time or opportunity or shots to be a part of this.
Everybody wanted the same thing and was in it for the right reasons, and that's why being around this group was so special.
You know, I have to ultimately think that if you can have a locker room that way, that it will get you at least somewhere deep into the playoffs every time.
This team clicks. It just does.
We love being around each other. We're a group of guys that work, that sweat, that bleed, that everything for each other.
I just feel very grateful for having the opportunity to work for this organization where I started as an intern.
In my mind, you know, I'm a Heat for life. This is my family, so I continue to try to bring them championships and be a part of as many as I can.
We want to come back and have the greatest season that we've ever had. That's your objective every year.
I'm just really looking forward to being able to reflect on everything that happened and eventually start thinking about #3.
That's my only thing, is to put on that Miami Heat uniform every single night and play at the highest level I can, be the leader of this team, and try to defend our crown and try to go for a three-peat.
What is it going to take to go out and three-peat? We will know next year about the same time.
Great step through and a two-hand jam. Rebound Bosch. Back to Allen, the long shot. Allen from downtown.